What do you think I'm gonna say?
I think you're gonna say it's stunning and you should have been in the top.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most outrageous and downright unsightly drag race fashion disasters that were made by the queens on the show.
There is a new art movement called soft sculpture. It's more about creating a sculpture rather than just tailoring.
Well, that sounds great on paper, but what does it look like?
It looks like this.
That scares me.
Number 10, Mrs. Kasha Davis's supermarket supermodel Eleganza.
My inspiration for my look is a kid's birthday party. There's toys and there's streamers. There's even scrunchies. It's as if you're seeing the inside of a piñata.
We weren't exactly holding our breath for Mrs. Kasha Davis going into the ball challenge on All Stars 8. The season 7 queen had already confessed she still couldn't sew, which immediately foretold of a potential runway mishap.
Do we have to whittle our own pencil to write a note? Should we make our own lipstick? You see, I don't sew because I'm not Amish and I have good credit.
But nothing could have prepared us for the disaster that unfolded. Kasha took the word supermarket far too literally, as if she had raided the aisles and glued everything she could find directly onto her body. There were streamers, there were flowers, there was even a birthday cake, all placed so haphazardly it looked like a piñata that had been through hell and back.
But this, Kasha, this I hate. Honey, it looked like a bag of broken rubbers, honey.
It may have been inspired by a children's party, but this look was anything but festive. Number 9, Vanessa Vanjie Mateo's drag on a dime.
Miss Vanjie, Miss Vanjie, Miss Vanjie. Work, sister!
Vanessa Vanjie Mateo's first go in this competition is best remembered for the inescapable Miss Vanjie meme. The catchphrase was so iconic that it's easy to forget the horrid ensemble that led to her elimination in the first place.
Flower power bottom.
You can lead a horticulture.
Forget Fashion Week, this runway is the one that matters. Eat it up, these cookies is coming down the runway, baby.
Tasked with crafting a look from items sourced at a 99-cent store, Vanjie's creativity went out the window as she simply rolled herself in fake flowers, slapped on a tulle cape, and called it a day.
So do you have a background in design?
I wouldn't say I'm Project Runway ready, but I got my patterns in my clutch.
On closer inspection, the outfit only gets worse, with random dolls and fish toys awkwardly sticking out, like a rushed arts and crafts school project. The look swallowed up her upper half, leaving her with no semblance of shape. Unsurprisingly, it landed her in the bottom 2. Number 8, Aza Princess Disaster.
I live to make her dreams come true of coal mining and becoming a gold digger. Someday she'll be the most ashy princess.
The queens were supposed to create fairy tale versions of themselves in the Season 9 challenge, but what Aza presented on the runway was more of a horror show than a happily ever after. The Brooklyn queen named her character Princess Disaster, an ominous choice that turned out to be foreshadowing at its finest.
I literally had no clue at all what was going on tonight.
Aja's eventual look was indeed a disaster, as her elaborate flame-inspired outfit crashed and burned immediately as she hit the runway. The outfit itself was bad enough, but the misshapen wig and disastrous makeup only made things worse.
I also think that your makeup is very dark.
Yeah, we can't really see your eyes.
This was neither perfect nor was it beautiful, and Aja definitely did not look like Linda Evangelista wearing it.
You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model.
Number 7, Mattye Morphosis' Glamazon look.
I'm strutting down the runway, arm in arm with that little blow-up doll. We just made our entrance into the square dance. I'm wearing this beautiful gown made out of aprons with little scrunchy accoutrements.
After landing in the bottom 2 during the ball episode, Mattye Morphosis got the opportunity to redeem herself in another design challenge just 3 episodes later. Unfortunately, she completely squandered it.
So I'm just kind of going more of like an old country feel with patchwork. Going for more like that vibe. And I had like this hat, and I thought about maybe like doing more just like
mini pearls. I mean, give it a point of view.
Mattye hit the runway in a ragtag homemade country dress that was the worst version of every word in that description. The patchwork of mismatched materials lacked any clear pattern, the dress had an awkward length, and the finishing was a disaster.
That weird length, not quite to the ground, never really works on anybody. The slant of the skirt, the edges kind of being unfinished. It's just kind of hard to look at.
To make matters worse, she brought with her an inflatable doll, which only seemed to be a desperate attempt to distract the judges from her outfit. This was not glam by any stretch of the imagination. Number 6. Plasma's neo-goth look.
I goth you, babe.
This is the goth that I would want to do. It's very 2000s to 70s with the shag coat and with the double belt and the low-waisted pants.
Going into this episode, Plasma was one of the frontrunners of the season, having already snagged 2 wins. All she needed to do was deliver a decent outfit to keep her safe. But for all her colorful camp, this theater queen failed to manage even that.
It just was confusing.
Yeah, there's so many mixed messages here. It just does not read as goth.
What Plasma ended up presenting on the runway was a shoddy-looking top with a plunging neckline and pants that were so glaringly lacking any proper execution. And while the outfit could have been enhanced with proper accessories, all Plasma could throw on was a shag coat that resembled a bundle of mops stitched together.
No, I did all this myself.
Swiffer, we hardly know her. Number 5. Kelly Mantle's bacon dress.
I am working it like a 90s runway model.
In the season 6 premiere, the judges were expecting a feast of stunning fashion inspired by TV shows, but they got a different kind of meal from Kelly Mantle. The LA Queen had to draw inspiration from Downton Abbey and layered fake flower petals over one another to create the top half of her dress.
Is that bacon on your chest? What is it?
They're flower petals.
I'm still getting bacon.
Unfortunately, the result resembled bacon, which the judges were quick to point out. And once they did, it was impossible to unsee. The bottom half didn't make things any better either, as the long polyester skirt clashed with the top and failed to capture the essence of the source material.
I think I was focusing more on the high fashion part of it.
Because nothing says high fashion like white polyester. That skirt is horrible.
Horrible?
Horrible. At least, this dress has now become iconic among the fanbase, so there's your silver lining. Number 4. Shangela's Christmas Eleganza.
She made a snowman.
She's a little frosty.
Oh, and she's got her piece of corn there.
All right.
The second season of Drag Race kicked off with a design challenge that saw Shangela sashay away due to her poorly constructed garment. Following a high-profile return for season 3, Shangela proved that some things just never change. Case in point, her sewing skills.
I'm trying to be sister element of surprise, but it's hard when you got a 5-foot snowman. She's missing her eye and her nose, but she's gonna be all right.
For the premiere, the queens were tasked to make Eleganza outfits out of Christmas-themed items. Shangela, for reasons best known to her, zeroed in on a big lamp and decided to structure her entire garment around it. The result was a skirt that disintegrated with every step she took on the runway. Not even her snowman prop could save her from landing in the bottom. This time, though, she turned things around and slayed the lip sync.
The lip syncing is starting to get a little violent. Shangela's lampshade has become a weapon.
Number 3. Serena Cha Cha's Hollywood realness.
Serena Cha Cha is a drag scholar. I feel avant-garde, couture, editorial, like some sort of surreal painting. I'm giving them something different.
Serena Cha Cha waltzed into the competition eager to flaunt her impressive achievement of being selected at just 21 on her very first try.
I'm sorry, you're only 21 once, and you only auditioned for this thing once, being 21 and getting right away once.
And then you think because you're younger, you think that's an advantage, when we've all done drag longer, so.
But it soon became abundantly clear that she still needed a lot more time in the drag oven. For the first challenge, Serena was supposed to turn garbage into couture, but it seems she missed the couture part entirely. What she delivered barely made it past the trash can, with a concept that was MIA and execution that fell completely flat.
Can I see it without the neck thing?
It looks so much prettier.
I want to say that I'm open for all the criticism.
This was particularly ironic given how often she reminded everyone of her art college degree, which she claimed was her secret weapon. We doubt this creation would have made any of her college professors proud. Number 2. Jiggly Caliente's post-apocalyptic couture.
Look, she's got a leg up on the other girls.
Yes, she does. Apparently, hoarding is the new black.
Jiggly Caliente burst onto season 4 with a bang, snatching the very first mini challenge win. But not only did she fail to carry that momentum into the maxi challenge, she flopped completely.
I'm gonna wear a corset, and I'm finishing that up with some more garbage.
Her post-apocalyptic couture wasn't so much the aftermath of a disaster as it was the disaster itself. Sure, we know she couldn't sew and had to rely on a hot glue gun, but Jiggly glued any and everything in the workroom onto her body, and when she ran out of space, she just grabbed the leftovers and swung them as she stomped down the runway. It was a train wreck worthy of instant elimination, but Jiggly's lip sync skills saved her, keeping her around for a few more episodes. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Katya. This mess of a Hello Kitty outfit had us waving goodbye to Katya. Nina West, a paintball look ripped from the pages of a kindergartner's coloring book.
I am feeling my true paintball fantasy by looking like I was actually hit by paintballs.
Tia Coffee, an adequate gown that was inadequate to keep Tia out of the bottom.
I am serving you an adequate dress made of materials that is on my body. Vintage? No. Elegance? No. Still stuck on me? Just about.
Derek Barry. We'd read Derek, but the book ball challenge already did.
We want you to do you at this level. And I don't know that you're at this level.
Aiden Zayn. Given the lack of effort, it's a surprise she didn't end up in the bottom.
This is not going to be enough, Aiden, because this is a corset with cotton balls on it.
My drag sometimes does tend to maybe have a little bit of a less is more maybe thing about it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. LaLa Ri's bag look.
She got this at Saks. Bitch, I'm serving you pink and purple rock star realness.
It's a special kind of legendary to serve a look so bad that Drag Race producers invent an entire award category for you. LaLa Ri's first 2 bag ball outfits were decent enough to keep her out of the bottom. However, when she turned the corner in her 3rd look, you could see the judges go, huh? What should have been a fun, colorful dress made from gift bags ended up as a black corset with bags slapped on with reckless abandon.
And I get to a point where I realize, bitch, oh, you ain't got enough material to cover this body.
One would think the queens had no time to create their looks until you remember what others like Utica produced in the same period. It was a disaster so unforgettable it led to the creation of the Golden Boot Award.
I wanted to win this award even though it never existed before tonight. But listen, I found the girl. You better manifest. Oh, look at her, girl. It's so cute, girl.
What is the worst design challenge look you've seen descend the Drag Race runway? Let us know in the comments below.
There's more. So much more.
More than what you've got on?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.